Hi everyone, Eric Bonnet here, author of techformusiced.com blog. Today I'm going to share with you a quick and easy tutorial for getting started with Google Classroom. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open a new Google Chrome tab or browser, and you want to make sure that you're logged in with your school account, your Google for Education account. So you can access Google Classroom in one of two ways. You can come up here to the 9 dots and click on the Google Apps dots and go scroll down and find Classroom and click that way. Or you can simply type in the address bar classroom.google.com and hit enter. And it's going to take you to the homepage of your Google Classroom. So normally when you come here, you would see all of your different classes, but we don't have any classes yet. So I'm going to show you how to create and set up your first class. So you simply come up here to the plus symbol and you click that, and it's going to give you the option of join class or create class. So this is where your students would go to join a class as well. They would click obviously join, where we're going to create our first class. So when you click on create class, it's going to give these 4 different sections to fill out. The only one that's required is class name, and I recommend being as specific as possible when you're naming that class. If you have many classes, it makes it a lot easier to find. So I'm going to call this one 7th grade band. And one thing that my school here requires us to do is add our last name and the school year, so 2019, 2020. So the reason I have us do that is so that we know which class specifically belongs to each year, because I do have several classes set up in my school account, and it's easier to tell which ones I'm currently posting in and which ones are from previous years. So section, I'm going to fill this out and put 7th. Subject is band and room 208. And then you're simply going to click create. And it'll just take a few seconds for it to generate that class for you. And there we go. So here's the homepage for our 7th grade band class. So I want to show you 2 different ways of inviting students into Google Classroom. The first way you can invite students into your Google Classroom is through your unique class code. Now this class code right here is very specific to just this class, and every class that you create will have a new class code. So one thing that I found really useful is having students bring their devices into school with you and into the class, and having them sign up with you. You can walk them through joining a class, and you can easily, it gives you the option to project. So I project this code up on the board for my students. You can actually even make it a little bit bigger if you want. Or you can even just write the code on the board for the students. They would log into their class, their Google account, and then their classroom account, and simply click join instead of create. Enter that code, and it would automatically be enrolled into your class. It's really super easy, and the students are pretty intuitive, and it's pretty intuitive for them to use it. The second way is to go into the People tab. Now, as you can see, there's an option for teachers and for students. So if you hover over the little student icon with the plus, it says invite students. If you simply click on that button, you can type in a student's name or email. In my school, all of our students in middle school and high school have email addresses through our school domain. So I simply have to type in their names, and it'll pop right up with their email, and away I go. So I'm actually going to add myself at Gmail. And there it is. And click, and you can add multiple names, so you don't have to choose one. You can do hundreds if you want to, and simply click invite. So what this does is send the students an email saying you've been invited to join 7th grade band Bonnet 2019-2020. And so right now it's gray because it just says invited. As soon as the student gets the email, they simply have to click on the join button, and then this will go from the invited will go away, and it won't be gray anymore. Another great feature is adding other teachers to your classroom. So you can add a co-teacher if you're co-teaching a class, or you can add a principal or administration or your tech integrationist. Something that we do at my school is we have a middle school admin account we add to all of our classrooms, and it's run by our tech integrationist as well as our principals. So they can see all of our work. They also can jump in if we're absent or out sick for some reason. So after you've invited all the teachers or co-teachers and all your students, I want to show you a little bit of the other features and a few things in here in Google Classroom. So as you can see at the top, there's different tabs, and we just explored the People's tab. And then there also is grades. Grades, there's nothing here at the moment, but once your students are enrolled, it'll have row right here, a column right here, I should say, with all the students' names. And then as you post assignments, it'll have all their assignments with due dates and their scores right here. I really like the grades feature because I do all of my grading in Classroom, and all my assignments are posted here. So it's really nice and easy that everything is here and the students can view it from right here. One of the other tabs is called Stream. Now, Stream is really where you want to communicate with your class, any announcements or things that are going on that you want to remind them of. So if you want to remind them to bring your laptops tomorrow, say, please bring your laptop to class tomorrow, and simply click Post. And it'll pop right up on the stream. And it also will send the students an email notification that there is an announcement, and it'll allow them to view the announcement so that they can see what they need to do if they're at home, without really logging into Classroom, which is really great. And lastly is the Classwork tab. So the Classwork tab is really where you're going to assign all of your work and give all the work to the students, and everything we've posted here. One other thing I want to point out here in the Classwork tab is this link up here to Google Classroom and Google Drive folder. When you create a new Google Class, it automatically creates a Google Calendar for you, which is really awesome. It's going to actually open Google Calendar in a separate tab. And then all of my assignments will be posted directly into this calendar that the students will be able to access and view. If you go over here and click on these three lines and click on calendar, it'll actually open the calendar right here in Google Classroom. So you actually don't ever have to leave Google Classroom, which is really, really great. So I'm going to click here and go back to my 7th grade class. So if you click the three lines, it gives you the option. If you click on classes, it will take you back and view on your screen all of your classes as well. And the calendar, if you click on to do, it's actually going to give you a to-do list, things I need to review, and it says no work to review, lucky you. And it gives you also, as a teacher, a tab that has been reviewed of all the work you have reviewed so far. So I haven't assigned anything yet. And it also will show you all of your classes here, and then show you all of your archived classes that you've had from the past, which is really great. If you click here, go classes, and go to home. So that's how you set up your first Google Classroom. It's really pretty easy and straightforward and very intuitive. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments section or to visit my blog, techformusiced.com, and read the post where I walk you through step by step as well. But I'm happy to answer your questions, and thanks for tuning in.